Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and today we're going to be playing a cool game I found recently called Horizon. Now Horizon is a game where you could drive cars around, and you could also, upgrade your cars and make them have insane amounts of horsepower, and I just found it really fun, and I want to make a whole video playing it today. Alright, so we're in game now, and as you can see, I have $285,000 here, so I could buy myself a new car. And also, just so you guys can see, I already have a few other cars as well, so like I said, I have been playing this game quite a bit recently. But today I wanted to buy a new car and tune it for you guys, just so you can see what this game is all about. And I decided today we're going to be tuning the Huracan. Now, as you can see, we have pretty much exactly the amount of money required for the Huracan. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did want to get the Aventador instead of the Huracan, but the Huracan is still a nice car, and I actually have a Huracan in Vehicle Simulator, so I figured I might as well buy the Huracan, and then maybe later we could get an Aventador, like as a follow-up to this video, we could tune out the Aventador and all that. But I just bought the Huracan, as you can see here. So now I'm down to $5,000, but now I have a 600 horsepower Lamborghini Huracan. It is over here. Alright. So the game is really detailed, as you can see here. And I mean, you even have to like get into gear and all that. And also, that's the Aventador right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's go in my Lamborghini. Also, the sounds are really nice in this game too. Like, aside from the fact that the cars are really nice, like well designed and all that, the sounds are also really nice as well. And as you can see, you earn money from driving here. And okay, well, that guy just drove straight into me while I was explaining the game. I think that's a bug, by the way. I don't think you're supposed to be able to collide with people because the cars themselves don't actually collide. It's like your player actually collides with the other person's player, and that's what causes a crash. But yeah, as you could, like I was saying before, you could see that you gain money as you're driving here. And I believe that it costs $10,000 for an engine upgrade of like the highest tier, and I think it costs $35,000 for, the highest tier turbo. So we're gonna just drive up and down here until we have enough to upgrade the engine, which we will right now. And now once we upgrade the engine, we're gonna pretty much just be driving around until we get enough for the turbo as well. And then we're gonna test it on the drag strip where you could race other people. There's even like a whole light system where you could like press F and then the lights are synchronized for everybody and you could all race like an actual like drag racing event. So that part is really cool, and also I completely missed the tuning area. Alright, but as you can see, we are now approaching the customization shop, which is right over here. It's very close to spawn. But yeah, let's go into the customization shop right now. And even though the game's called Horizon, it says Horizon Racing there for some reason. But as you can see, there's 3 tabs here. Exit, which I guess shouldn't really count. So there's 2 tabs, actually. But there's performance and customization. Wait, is there a body kit for this? Oh, there's a wide body kit for this. Let me see. What does this look like on the Huracan? It's alright. Maybe we could buy it later. I definitely don't want to spend the $15,000 we have now on that. So let's upgrade the engine. You can see it says plus 100 up there. And if we were to leave and come back into this shop right here, let me just spawn my Huracan one more time. You're gonna see that one down here, it says 710 horsepower instead of 610 like it did before. You can see that it says HP plus 100, but now we have to grind until we get 30,000. I think I said 35 before, but it's actually 30,000 for the turbo, for the level 4 one there. And then we'll have the fastest Huracan possible, I believe. Now, there's a way to actually get your horsepower further than, I guess, what it's supposed to be. Because I was told that it's a bug or a glitch or something like that, or some kind of exploit. I don't really know if the developers consider it an exploit or whatever. But apparently you could buy all the upgrades like numerous times, and it just continues to stack on your horsepower. And I accidentally did that on my Supra and my GTR before I found out that it was actually like a bug and all that. But I'm definitely not going to do that anymore. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that with the developers. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. So we're going to try to play it safe. We're not going to break any of the rules or anything. So now we just have to get to 30,000, and then we could put the biggest turbos possible on this Huracan. And I believe it said 255 horsepower gain. So that would put us at 965 horsepower on this Huracan, which is a lot of horsepower. That's pretty much a 1,000 horsepower Huracan. But yeah, you pretty much just drive around to get your money in this game, like I said before. I don't think there's any other way to earn your money. I don't think drag racing gives you any money either. And I mean, that is kind of in line with, for example, Ultimate Driving, where you're supposed to just drive around to get your money. Like, I believe you get money every mile in that game. So there's that. But also really quickly, I want to say I love the engine sound of this game. One of the things that kind of bothered me about Ultimate Driving is how every car sounded the same and none of them had like a really cool engine sound or whatever. But in this game, like every single car has its own engine sound. Like for example, you hear me driving this Lamborghini, right? And it sounds like a Lamborghini. Now, if we were to switch to the Cobalt SS, for example, which is just a Chevrolet car, right? If we were to drive it, it does not sound anything like that Lamborghini, for example. I mean, obviously you would assume it wouldn't, but the point being that all of these cars have their own engine sounds and all that, which is really cool. And like I said before, all of these cars are really well detailed as well. I really like the detail that they went for in the cars in this game. But let's go back to the Huracan now, since that's the focus of today's video. And also, I'm gonna try to change the paint. I think I'm gonna put it yellow, just like I have my car in Vehicle Simulator. But yeah, I'm gonna just continue driving until we have the 30,000. I think the body kit was also another 15. So I'm gonna drive until we get 45,000, just so we could get the body kit as well. Alright, so we hit $45,000, and now we can go to the customization shop and get both the wide body and the turbos. But while we're on our way, I want to mention one more thing about the detail in the cars. Now, first of all, I forgot to mention this, but you can go in first person, and your mouse kind of controls, like, you know, the way you're looking and all that. But just look at the detail in the in-person, just like first-person view of driving the car. Like, this is something that most games don't have on Roblox, like most car games. But this is really cool. Like, the fact that you could drive like from the interior of the car and all of that stuff. And another thing regarding detail with the cars in this game is the fact that, like, for example, the brake lights work and all that. And then also you could like turn on the lights on the car and all that, which I know a lot of other car games have as well. But also, like, just pay attention to like the turn signals. Look at how they like, this is just like spot on with like what a real life Lamborghini Huracan's, like, you know, turn signals and all that stuff looks like. And you could put on the like four-way flashes, I think they're called, or whatever, or the hazard lights or whatever they're called. And also you could like go into reverse, and then you could do this as well. Like, all of this just looks like so spot on, and it's just really cool to me. But anyway, let's go in into the customization shop right now. And first, let's put on the wide body. Yeah, so the car definitely looks a little bit wider now. We could always go back to the thing. The one thing I want to complain about, though, is the fact that if you go down to like if you remove it, you have to pay the money to put it back again. That's something I want to complain about, but it's really not that big a deal. Let's also make our car yellow really quickly. What's the best yellow? I want to make it similar. You know what? I think this is a good one so far. Yeah, I like this one right here. This one is the best yellow in my opinion so far from what I've seen. And then reflection, I want to put like 0.2 maybe? I don't know. I think that works. Oh. Yes, I guess. 0.2. I don't know why this keeps popping up, but whatever. Close customization, yes. Confirm, blah, blah, blah. The colors are glitched out there, so there's that. But now let's put on the turbos. 255 additional horsepower. $30,000. Let's purchase this. Now let's exit. And let's drive this Lamborghini Huracan. Now, I don't know how we have $20,000 now. I have no idea what just happened, how we gained money there. But hopefully everything went well and we should have... Okay, we have 965 horsepower. So I don't know what happened or why I only got charged, like... What? How much did I even get charged? I only lost 25,000 getting the wide body and the turbos. But I had 45,000. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Probably some weird bug with the paint and whatever. But you can see, this Huracan is much more powerful with this turbo upgrade. I mean, it's already almost at 1,000 horsepower and before it was at 700. So it's a pretty big jump right there. But you can see that when we go around the corners and all that, like there's wheel spin and like it's very clear that this is much more powerful than it was before. Alright, so I'm editing this part in really quickly, but also after you purchase the turbos, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can actually hear the turbos as well, which is something that's also really cool about this game. Like, aside from the fact that the engines make their own individual sounds, the turbos that you purchase also make sounds. And also, I don't know how that car started flying, but if I were to zoom in and just mute my mic and just let you guys hear it, you guys are going to hear the turbos. So just listen really quickly. So I don't know if you guys hear it, but every time like the car changes gears or I rev it all the way up and then let go of the gas, you can hear like a psh sound, which is a really cool detail. And if you guys didn't notice, that's actually a sound that wasn't there in the rest of the video when we didn't have the turbo. But hopefully it's noticeable enough for you guys to hear it. But yeah, anyway, let's move on with the rest of the video. Alright, so we're at the drag strip now, and like I mentioned earlier, there's some kind of bug or whatever that allows you to get insane amounts of horsepower. Like someone mentioned earlier in one of my lobbies that they had like 3,000 something horsepower. So odds are we're gonna lose every single race we do. I saw 2 people take off when I arrived here, so... And there's someone approaching here, actually, so I guess I'll race them, actually. I was gonna just race by myself, but I guess we could race with this person right here in the Nissan 370Z. Let's start the countdown. Let's rev our engines. 1,000 horsepower versus a 370Z. Let's go. I'm gonna let it race in automatic. I can go into manual if I want, and I think it shifts a little bit faster if you do. But I think automatic is just a good baseline because I can't mess it up at all, which is always a very good thing. He started late, but I think I still would have won regardless, which is nice to know. But yeah, like I was mentioning just now, you could make the cars automatic, and not even just automatic. There's also like a sports mode, I think it's called. I don't know what this S stands for. It could be sports, it could be something else. But you could basically shift by yourself without using the clutch. And I think I heard someone mention that it has the same shifting speed as automatic. And then there's manual, where you shift by yourself, but you shift faster. Like, but every time you have to press shift, and that would require me to disable my shift lock and all that, which is a lot of work. So I'll probably do that in the next video if you guys want. But yeah, let's just do one more race. I want to race this 370Z guy, but we both start at the same time. So let's do a little bit of a rematch here. You know, I'll do it. No, I don't want to do it in menu. I don't want to mess it up. Let's go into neutral. Let's rev our engines and let's go. I'm in gear, but I'm not going. Okay. I guess I can mess it up even in automatic. I mean, I wouldn't put that behind me. I'm really bad at everything I do. But yeah, let's do one more try, and hopefully this time this person and I can start at the same time. Now there's 2 people over there, but I think they're gonna take off by the time we arrive. Oh, there's someone up here in a Supra. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Oh, yeah, like I said before, you can launch people because your characters can collide, but not the actual cars. But yeah, let's race this 370Z one last time. It was kind of embarrassing that I lost. I'm in a Huracan and I lost to a 370Z, but you know, you can't win every race. But let's hope we do everything right this time. Let's go into countdown mode. Let's just rev our engines. I'm just holding W, and as soon as this turns green, I'm pressing E. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I can't believe I messed that up again. But yeah, our car is definitely faster than the 370Z. We started late and we're still beating the 370Z. Now, I think we're gonna lose. Oh, never mind, he's not catching up. Alright, so we ended up winning that race, even against the Koenigsegg. So there's that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. We built a 1,000 horsepower Lamborghini Huracan that can beat a 370Z. So, I mean, even the base Huracan could beat a 370Z. So I guess it's really not the most craziest thing to be proud of, but I mean, still a nice car regardless. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.